Yes, I'm good. Yes, I'm great. I am love. I am knowledge. I am wisdom. I am strength. Bless all involved. Our shape. What up? What up? We are in here once again. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to work out all the kinks inside of this presentation. You know what I'm saying? But it will jump on track real soon. All we gotta do is skip and hop to the beat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all been taken off beat, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, I'm coming here today, you know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about something. I'm going to mix a little bit of. I'm trying to mix everything I'm trying to do because I'm trying to manifest this new project in my life. I'm about to start taking on this new experience and shit. So I'm trying to merge everything together because I'm so connected to certain areas. You know what I'm saying? So, and it all fulfills me and I get joy out of it. So I got to, you know what I'm saying? Makes sense. This is what we're doing right here. I came here. I'm gonna push play on this for you real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you over here to the a lot of people going through traffic tickets and shit, you know what I'm saying? Mostly gotta do with the right to travel, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that we are not doing is reading what's right in front of our face. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to read a judicial notice of my right to travel. Somebody put this together, but they get the law quoted in here right here. Okay, so let's see. That's why you're gonna turn your light on. You feel me? So let's go here. Brief in support of notice for dismissal for lack of jurisdiction. That's one thing too. They don't have jurisdiction over natural man. You know what I'm saying? God gave us the land, and the land is ours. You know what I'm saying? Not one flesh and blood man has authority over this body. Something wrong with you if you're allowing that type of scenario to continue, and that's how they get away with murder, basically. 100. Okay. The argument is if a judge understood the public's rights to use the public roads, it was Judge Tolman of the Supreme Court of the state of Washington. Judge Tolman stated, "Complete freedom of the highways is so old and well established and blessing that we have forgotten the days of the robber barons and toll roads, and yet under an act like this, arbitrarily administered, the highways may be completely monopolized." Okay, if through lack of interest the people submit, then they may look to see the most sacred of their liberties taken from them one by one, by more or less rapid encroachment. Robertson versus Department of Public Works, 180 Washington, 133rd, 147. The words of Justice Tolman ring most prophetically, right, in the ears of citizens throughout the country. Today, as the use of the public roads has been monopolized by the very entity which has been empowered to stand guard over our freedom, i.e. the state government. Now, let me read to you the rights. This is the actual right here. It's kind of long. I'm just going to kind of sum it up if I could. The most sacred of liberties of which Justice Tolman spoke was personal liberty. Now, the definition of personal liberty is personal liberty, or the right to enjoyment of life and liberty, is one of the fundamental or natural rights, which has been protected by its inclusion as a guaranteed in the various constitutions, right? Yeah. Which is not derived from or dependent on the U.S. Constitution, which may not be submitted to a vote or may not depend on the outcome of an election. It is one of the most sacred and valuable rights, as sacred as the right to private property, and is regarded as inalienable. 16 CJS Constitutional Law, Section 202, page 987. Now that's the law. That's quoting that we have the unalienable right to travel on the land. But when you become a U.S. citizen and apply for that driver's license, you have to abide by company rules, policies, codes, and statutes. So when they pull you over and don't act like you don't have to follow the rules. You applied for that shit. Okay, so when I say that I don't need a driver's license to travel freely upon the road because this land is given to me by my father, that right there confirmed it. Okay, that confirmed it right there. That's what they say. That's a liberty, the definition of personal liberty, and my right to life. You know what I'm saying? You can't make my right a privilege. I'm traveling freely upon the land, roads and highways. That's my right. And you made it a privilege and monopolized it, and now you're getting rich off of it. Nobody's gonna say anything though. So let's just keep on acting stupid and ignorant. My people will suffer for the lack of knowledge, and you shall suffer. Keep on being ignorant. The concept was further applied by the definition of personal liberty. Okay, that's some other stuff. Okay, let me see. Well, personal liberty largely consists of right of locomotion, to go where and when one pleases, only so far restrained as the rights of others may take it's necessary for the welfare of all other citizens. The right of the citizens to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but the common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. I don't think anybody's gonna get that. Like, I could post this video every day on everybody's page, and they still won't understand that you have the right to travel freely on the highways and the roads. They're still not gonna understand it. And I'm gonna quote the law and where you can find it, the subsection, all that shit. Okay, hold up. Happiness. Under this constitutional guaranteed, one may therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. Right? This is the first constitutional law, section 329, page 1132 and further. It's going to read some more stuff. So I just wanted to put this little video out real quick just to let you know that you have the right to travel freely among the roads and highways according to your liberty, personal liberty, freedom of life and shit. So if you don't want to take that seriously, keep going to court for driving on a suspended license. You feel me? So we're going to get some advice from Spirit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm good. Yes, sir. Goddamn, Spirit got a lot to say. Get that shit there. Well, you know what I mean? We just need 2 cards, Spirit. 2 cards. Sum it up for them real quick. Let them know. Give them some clarification on the messages here right now. Okay. Ooh, that one right there. That's Temperance. It's a Temperance card. You see him? Looks real nice. We're just gonna read it. I'm not gonna tell you what I know because I don't know. We're just gonna read it. You know what I mean? Spirit gonna tell you something. What you talk about? Shit. That part. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is just get a little one of these in there real quick before I, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Give us some clarification on this matter here, on driving on the roads, because it is a right and not a privilege. The Constitution told you that shit. So, but it only applies to American state citizens, not U.S. citizens. So, let's see what Spirit got to say about the ones. Ooh, Spirit is tripping. No, Spirit ain't tripping. No, I'm tripping. Spirit, whatever. There's a lot going on. There's a lot got to be said, because this topic right here is just opening the door for a lot more to be said about what you don't know that's in front of your face. So, let me see. I'll take those. Okay. We got the faith card. Ooh, we got strength on the bottom too. We're going to leave strength down there. We know what strength is. Strength is all mental. And I mean, that means you got to trust what your thoughts is telling you about the truth that's in front of your face, because, you know, you're your worst enemy. You've been used to attacking yourself blindly. Everybody been bit by the dog. Everybody got rabies. So when you're fixed in a way on this is your belief, and the truth is coming out, talking about you never had to do that in the first place. I mean, because it's all a choice, right? So if you chose to go against your nature because of how you was conditioned, therefore that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really find out shit until you go inside of yourself and figure out shit and start listening to what you're saying during them crazy moments of You know what I mean? You know what you say to yourself, them fucking thoughts. You know what you say to yourself. So, all right, we got this right here real quick. So we got the faith card and we got the nine of swords. It looks like, I don't know. We're just gonna read it. I'm gonna read it real quick, fast and hurry. I'm gonna read it for you. I'm gonna let it go because it's all right. We go to the temperance card. Shit. What we at here? Oh, this is number. Okay, we can get up there. About 24. Hold on, taking a second. Bear with me. Let me push play on something else real quick because I kind of lost the vibe. I didn't lose the vibe. You lost the vibe, but I'm going to get you back a little bit, just real quick, fast and hurry. You know what I'm saying? Turn your light on because you can't see outside. Whoa. Okay, I found it. Finding a balance between active and passive. Combining elements to create something new, whether in life or in art. Moderation. A middle course between extremes. Experiencing a healing presence or embodying that presence for others. So, let me see. The trick is finding the proper balance between them. And it is this balance that the temperance angle symbolizes. So you're talking about balance. Now, according to what I just read, let's have some balance on how they've been attacking, depriving, stealing, robbing us, and destroying a lot of us in that area just based on traffic tickets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Based on traffic tickets, let's make balance on how we proceed with this shit. Because what makes sense is that that's my right to travel freely upon the roads. That's what it says. You know what I'm saying? So who you following? You gonna listen to him? You know what I'm saying? Because he's lying to you. Nobody want to say something to him though. But we need balance. That's the type of balance we need. I mean, we're talking about redemption and fucking getting rid of his poverty or whatever, but we're not paying attention to the answers. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing I haven't been doing, is paying attention to the answers. But once I started paying attention to the answers, it got so easy to see. It got that easy to see. Like, it just came more clearer and clearer. Like, once I actually, because I've been hearing about and knowing about this type of truth. So once you start knowing about something, it has to become a part of you. I mean, it has to become from thinking and a maybe from a belief to a I know this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So I know that we need to have balance in something like traveling because it is a right, not a privilege. You know what I'm saying? According to your status. Okay, you can't serve the Most High and serve this motherfucker on the earth playing and acting like this God figure. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you gonna pray and then God gonna give you an answer in the form of a government check? The fuck are you talking about? That's Federal Reserve notes. That nigga is not tangible. Okay, so let's just say like that, because if anything is tangible, it came from the man. Okay, so he gonna give you a spiritual gift, like some type of enlightenment, wisdom, understanding, and shit. He ain't gonna give you no fucking $400 check. You know what I mean? Because the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that he gave you through intuition is what's gonna lead you to that $400 check. He didn't give it to you. He showed you how to apply certain methods. So, let me get back in here. Balance. We need to balance. Let's have faith. Have faith. Okay, let's just see, because this is a weird mix-up. I don't know how this shit really works sometimes. I'm just gonna read it. You know what I mean? This is the Nine of Swords. Let's go. Oh, snaps. Hold up. Demons rise when the night comes. I read that shit. Hold up. 9. Okay, stress, tension, anxiety, all caused by obsessive tendencies of one's own mind. So, if your own mind is causing you stress, and obsessive tendencies. you got stress and what the fuck he say? Obsessive tendencies. So the 9 swords that are mounted on the column seems to be channeling the negative energy directly at her head. So specifically at her eyes. Suggesting that how we think about things directly affects how we perceive them. So you're thinking that you have to have a driver's license and be a U.S. citizen in order to conduct your business on these highways and roads that is meant for you to travel freely. Because that's your right, your birthright, right? You ain't gonna get that though, because you're a U.S. citizen. So let's go back into, so, let me see. Or perhaps the negative energy is being channeled upward and outward from the woman's mind through the swords and into the scene, graphically demonstrating the swords and into the scene. Okay, graphically demonstrating the concept of the self-fulfilling prophecy. You killing yourself, right? The self-fulfilling prophecy. If we expect bad things to happen, then they probably will. So if you're convinced that you need a license, then you need a license. Go apply for one, become a U.S. citizen, Social Security number, all that shit, to each his own. But I'm not a U.S. citizen. You know what I'm saying? I'm an American, state citizen. You feel me? That's what makes sense on paper in this color of law through a UCC code, Uniform Commercial Code. Everything is commerce, baby. You gotta make sense. You gotta make sense and contracted as well. So where we at? If we expect bad things to happen, then it will. So if you're expecting everything they told you that exists in the and how to apply rules, and these are the remedies, and these are the consequences of actions, then that's what you get, because that's what you know. You know what I mean? You don't know, then you don't grow. You know what I'm saying? So you holding on to too much. You haven't let anything go to gain something new. So we heard a lot of topic about that lately, anyways. So everybody's holding on tightly to holding on to dear life of information and tangible things that they know, knowing that the whole fucking journey here is to die, put that death flesh, the egotistic mind, and become spirit. Dwell up here with me, children. So the obsessive tendencies of the human mind that bring us to this bleak landscape can be avoided if we exercise vigilance. An overactive imagination, that's Gemini, becomes preoccupied with conflict and struggle, Mars. So, and yeah, then we got the faith card. You know what I'm saying? Where it's kind of sounding like, in order to have balance, you can't be scared to go against the grain. You got to walk through the fire. So you all know that coal turns into diamonds through some fire and through extensive pressure and shit. So you know what I mean? And the only way to get to the other side is to die. You ain't gonna become this spirit entity trying to maintain in this human body. So like embracing death like a doorway is like something we should be doing. Embrace it. We should be looking forward to it. And it should be a happy moment, because that's the doorway. That's the way out. You know what I'm saying? And you can go through the door and then come back through the back door, back into the same place you've been, if you don't know how to keep going forward, because you're so used to repetitious cycles and you don't want to learn your lessons. So stay in your karmic whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're supposed to be for you, it's supposed to be for you. You're supposed to be in prison, you'll be in prison. You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to come out of here, my people. Out of her. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. When you're not living of the world, you don't do what the world does, because you know some type of truth and shit makes sense at a point. That's why you have left the body of the insane people. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what the rapture is going to be. It's going to be a whole bunch of people not operating in public. Something like that. That'll probably be a version of it. They won't be operating in public, and people will start seeing the truth for what it is. And it'll be like, where did everybody go? On top of that, there'll be a lot of people missing into a whole bunch of FEMA camps and getting stolen off the streets, whatever. But makes sense. It is whatever, right? You know what you know. Keep going, keep going. Is what my brother Joe say. Okay. Yes, I'm good. Yes, I'm great. I am love. I am knowledge. I am wisdom. I am strength. Ashe.